So I'm at Dad's base, and I think his chicken farm needs some more chickens. So I'm gonna put that in for him. But it's thinking, if oh, come on, spawn some chickens. If I put some chickens down here, he'll think that the machine's broken and that they're all getting out somehow. I've got too many eggs from my chicken farm. So. Hey, Cosmo here. Welcome to this, my third attempt on the NH13 server. I am coming to you from a new little island I've discovered a couple of days ago. It's quite a nice little place. The place currently is covered in dark oak trees, so I'm spending time between recordings cutting all the trees down, so I've got a nice bit of terrain to eventually build my base and a large-scale project on. I'm not 100% sold yet on what I'm actually going to do for a project, but I just wanted to find somewhere that's a nice, good size area out of the way where I can get on with doing something that's going to be quite cool. So yeah, that should be my ideas for the next few months or so, building this place up. But for now, let me show you through where I'm at with my shop, and we can crack on with the episode. So today I'm thinking of getting on with finishing off my actual building area, because I need to finish off putting the glass in up top and actually doing a roof and a spire looking thing on the front. So that'd be nice to get on with today. I've got some double doors going on now that should open when you send on one pressure plate. They're both open, which is pretty simple redstone. Quite a nice little finish. I started working on the concept for where the logs are going to come out. So eventually there'll be a long hopper trail that comes from the back, and when I put the logs in it, they'll all just drop through into the relevant box, so people can then buy the logs. So this will look like once it's done. It just looks quite cool. It's quite simple, and there'll be a little light on, so if there's nothing in the chest, the light's off. So that's pretty nice. There should be a few of them knocking around. This is my farm so far. So this is the main tree area, and this is where I push the logs around inside of here. Currently changing the floor over, as you can see. Got a bit more to do on the floor. I've done most of the roof now, which is again taking quite a while to do. I'm trying to work on some different design textures, so I've sort of done something like this with the walls as well. Not sure if I like it. I think it looks quite cool. Maybe I'll do some sort of beading around the middle that does this as well, so it feels... Yeah, that could be quite cool actually. So where have I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 high. So the middle one is there. So I could do like an alternating pattern there. So it just breaks the room up a bit rather than just being the same solid colour, which is getting a little bit tiresome to look at. I do want this to feel like a factory, so that's kind of the idea of why I've gone with quite a plain looking texture. So yeah, for now, I've got some more redstone to do, and I've also got some building to do on the shop. So I might do this in a little bit of a time lapse so you can see what I'm getting up to with this shop. Now I'm thinking I'm going to have a sloped roof on these bits here going up. So I need to work out how high that's going to go, and then I can then make my tower come up out the middle. Yeah, I don't think I like the diagonal look. I think it needs to go straight like that. I'm going to try something else a second and see how that goes instead. Okay, I tried using hay bales instead, but I don't think you can really see it, to be honest. It's not very obvious. I might try doing it flat slope and see what that looks like. I don't like it. Nah, don't like it. Too much. Too much going on. The angles don't complement each other at all. Let's try pulling this out by one. See how that goes. Okay, so that's what I've got so far after a few attempts. That's just plain at the moment, so it's just two materials making that up. I think that looks okay. I've got a slight slope going on, but I've also got it mainly going in that direction, which is kind of what I wanted. So now all I've got to do is put the pillar in as well in the middle. I think I might put the other one on the other side first, just so we get a balance going on from this side and that side. And then I can then put the spire in the middle. It's taken me a whole lot longer than I planned to do this, but it's just trying to get it right, that's all. So that's where we're at so far. Got both sides done now. So I think I need to make this like twice as high again, so up to about there, I reckon. And then I can then put a little tower on it, and that should be good to go. Oh, that looks too bad actually. Obviously I've got to get rid of some of the dirt blocks. I feel like this should be somehow taller. Not sure how I'd go about achieving that though. Just because these are quite nice tall roofs, and that just happens really quick, so that feels a bit out of place. No, it's too blocky now. Oh, I don't like it. I made it worse. I made it worse. I don't like that at all. Oh no. Please look better. Please look better. And it looks like that. Okay. Well, I can make the underside look a bit better. I was going to put some more beams across, so let me do that. Upside down stairs and stuff along there to see if that makes it look a bit better. I think that looks better. I definitely prefer these walls to those though. So I've been thinking about this design, and I think looking at their design, it goes up and down like an arch, straight up. So it's more like this than this. I think that's why I'm losing the height, because you're losing it as it goes backwards. So I think maybe if I can try and create this look with that archway like that, it might feel a bit more natural and in keeping. So I'm going to work on this style here a little bit and see if I can get that to play better. So after many hours of attempts, I have finally come up with this. I'm still not 100% happy with the roof, but I can work with that for now. I think it's just because it's quite narrow. I think it makes it look a bit strange. It's so long but narrow. So I've replicated this side now. So we've got the roof over both sides. And I'll show you the back quickly. Nice little canopy bit here. And the back as well. I've just sort of filled this in with just standard blocks here, just for now. I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to do with this side. I'm not really happy with this, but I'll work out what I'm going to do with it. But for now, that'll do. We've got a nice little area in here. Originally, I was going to put half slabs in here, but I think I actually quite like having this open. We can see the roof beams, and you can see the actual roof tiles. So I think I'll leave it this high in here. Oh, got a zombie in here somewhere. So yeah, I think I'm quite happy with this so far. I'm going to crack on with another project now, because this has taken me way too long to get this done. In actual recording times, it's taken me nearly a whole day just to do this. So I'm going to crack on with trying to do some redstone. I'm thinking about putting my super smelter in. So hopefully, if I have enough resources, I will get that in now and pop that along this wall here, because I could do with making up a load of stone really. So I need a super smelter to do that. This one will be for putting in the fuel, some coal or kelp. And then this one, putting the items in that are going to be smelted. Yeah, you're working, that's cool. Now I've got to now is make it so I can actually stop the carts when they have stuff in them or when they're empty. So now to do some actual redstone. So I need a hopper on top of that there. Get out of the way, stupid thing. Go away. Hopper there, right, that's good. And then I can put a double chest in there. So that's for fuel. I need to take that one out as well, because that'll be for items. Oh. I need to power both those at the same time. Delete that one. Oh, we're gonna actually do it. Okay, so if I power that block there, so if I put a repeater into that block, because my logic is, if I put power into that block there, yep, cool, and if I turn it back off again, I better stop. Yay, that works, cool. So all I've got to do now is power that when I want it to work, so that's easy enough. I can put a line into there. Have I got where I want the lever to go? So chests are there. Oh, although actually, I could just power it that way, couldn't I? So if I put that there, what's going on? Ah. Turn it back off again. Right, okay, they both stop, so that's fine. I just do something like that momentarily. I can get up here. If I turn it back on again, cool. Off. Nice. Okay, that's simple. So that's that bit working. All I want to do now is add in some logic here, so that we want the cart to stop and empty its contents before going back the other way again. Yeah. Right, where do I want the output chest to go? So that's the lever there. It'd be nice if the chest was here. That way it's kind of in the middle then. So you've got the furnaces, those, lever, that, and then chest here. So that'd be nice. I might have to go back one, you know. I don't think the minecart might fit through that, but I'm not sure. Okay, give this a quick test from this side, I suppose. Put a block there so it doesn't run off the track. Redstone torch. Put another block in there. Put that there. That should power. No, I knew that was going to be the problem. Yeah, I'm going to have to put this chest there, unfortunately. Test number 96. Actually on a hopper. There we go. So if I turn that off. There we go. Right, so if there's anything in there, we need to invert a redstone lamp. Turn that off. Okay, cool. Okay, so let's take that torch out now. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Right, that's off. That's now back on. Which should mean if I put some redstone dust there, hopefully. Yay! I also need a way of turning this off, don't I? Yay, I can. Nice. So if that switches on, that repeater comes on, which needs to invert. Right, not the prettiest circuit in the world, but I think I finally sussed it. I might have to do a refactor of that. So when this is on, both these carts move, which it was before, and now this has an output feed to invert a torch here, which allows this rail to be powered. But if I come along here and turn this off, those carts stop, and that turns off as well. The only thing I've got to test now is the invert. So if I put some items, oh actually, let's do a test run. So it's now all off. If I put, this is the furnace for the fuel, so if I put 16 in here, that should put 1 in each of the hoppers of the furnaces, once I turn it on obviously. And if I put 64 in there, that should put 4 in each of these furnaces. Okay, let's give this a go. So I switch that switch. No! What happened? We missed 2. It's working though. It is working. Why did those 2 not fire up then? Ah, oh, it's a non-smeltable item stuck in it. Oh, that's easy enough then. Whew. And there's no fuel in that one for some reason. Strange. Okay, now if I turn this off. That was a bit of a weird test. 62. Where's the other 2 gone? Oh, I've got rail in that one. Right. And that last one has the 2 items in it. Is it not collecting from the last one? Okay. Looks like it. That's the wrong chest. 64. Nice. Okay, so it is working. Awesome. So what I did now is label all this up and make this look a lot better because this looks a bit naff now. But there we have it. That should be all I need for this. The only other thing I want to do is to be able to power these without it powering this, which is something else. So I need a kill switch on here. So if I put, yeah, so basically on the tutorial I saw before, he had an extra switch on this system, so that if you don't want this to auto collect the items, you can then go along and collect them yourself and get all the XP. Now that furnaces store XP in them, sometimes you want to switch this off from collecting, so you can go along and collect all the XP that's gathered in the furnaces. So I need to add in another switch. What if I take that off? Redstone there. Okay, a block there. Lever there. Yay! I got a kill switch. Nice. So if I put that wall back in, right? So that makes it nice and easy. It's always handy having access to the side wall. Okay, so all I've got to do now is put something in along behind here to make this look a bit nicer when you're looking through the gaps. But I quite like the fact that you can see the cart moving. I think it adds an extra level to the redstone, so I'll leave that in with a gap. I just need to tidy the blocks up behind it so it doesn't look so weird. And then I want to put in a lamp here, so when it's on, the lamp's on. That should be quite nice. Also be nice to have a lamp here as well to tell you when it's emptying the items into the chest, but I'll work on that another time. I'm not sure how easy that will be to do. But that's quite nice. So I've got a kill switch here, so I know, so if I switch this off before switching this on, it will collect all my items. And if I have this on and then switch this off, and then switch this on, this will then collect all my items out the hoppers, and then I'll have all the items stored here. Otherwise I can use it as a little XP grinder as well as an item smelter. So the next thing I need to do is make a kelp farm, which I'll do in the next couple of episodes, so I can then actually have fuel for these furnaces. But for now I think that's a pretty good start. That fit quite nicely, didn't it, really? Considering I didn't really measure this out, I think I got quite lucky with my measurements there. Okay guys, I'm going to call that it for this episode. So I've done a bit of redstone, I've done a bit of roofing. Sorry I didn't get to do too much, but I did show you a little bit of my new base area that I'm hoping to work on in the future. So all in all, I've got a few things on the horizon. My next episode is going to be a bit weird because I'm away next weekend, so I've not got time to do any recording. So I'm going to try and do something different throughout the week, and maybe just give you some sort of update throughout the week of what I'm up to as one video. And yeah, so I hope I've had a crack on with a few other little things and little projects, finish off these walls and stuff. So yeah, cheers for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Looks nasty. Nasty.